I ignore everything they do because they're terrible, terrible programming.
Oh.
Star Trek Next Generation is not the best of British television.
My computer decided to leave the board that's on Spreaker and go to a completely different page, so we probably lost airtime. I mean, I'm recording it on Audacity, so we're okay there, but
we'll just go
the
back
live
to
thing. So I do apologize for that. I have no idea why the thing decided to do that, because I didn't even touch it. So thank you, Toshiba. Buy Toshiba, because apparently it's great. No, you know what? Go out and buy a Chromebook, because apparently Chromebooks are cheap, and if it does suck, then you know what you're getting. If you had the money, I would suggest an iPad or a MacBook at this point. Eric's not here, so I really don't care.
I love my MacBook.
Apple's good. Apple's dependable. I've had this iPad running at least 5 hours every day for the last year.
And it's a mini too, so it's newer. Yeah.
It doesn't even warm up like at all. I'll have it going for 8 hours straight, and it won't even get
I know,
warm.
it's a really big
fantastic.
disappointment for me. I usually just like to lie it on my crotch and be like, oh.
Isn't that what Toby's for?
Toby doesn't lie on my crotch. He just bites me in my face.
Toby.
He's a
Toby's
dick.
a little asshole.
Toby's a...
So I do apologize for whatever happened, but I guess it gives us reason to have people to download, because apparently we're doing great on download. So and listen,
like,
so
we keep staging these technical difficulties.
Well,
More downloads.
We apologize. We're not perfect. We're humans, okay?
I don't think you should apologize.
I am though. I'm a very apologetic person.
Now, Keith.
Guys, I do apologize.
Seriously, guys, I'm sorry.
Anyways, are we back? We're back?
Yeah, we should be back on the air, hopefully. I don't know if anyone can hear us now. I just looked at the speaker thing, so it should be going still. So if not, refresh your page and see if it's working. If not, I'll just send out a new link. I do apologize for my stupidity. But apparently they might have somebody for the cast of Lex Luthor, finally.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either. Like, don't get me wrong. He's a good actor, but I do not see him as Lex Luthor.
I don't see him doing this role anyways. I could never see him being like, okay, I will do this.
Yeah.
Unless, like...
We are going to give you so much money that you will piss gold for the rest of your life.
Exactly. But, like, he just seems too elevated as an actor to do this role. And by the way, we keep on talking about... We know who we're talking about. The people don't. Maybe we do. We're talking about Mr. Joaquin Phoenix. And
unless he plays Lex Luthor with the crazy beard he had, then I could go behind it.
Are they doing like a hipster version?
That would be hipster.
Did you watch that documentary?
Hipster Superman.
Oh, you have to watch his documentary that he did, where he goes and tries to redo a rap album and everything.
It's like the try-hard wannabe hipster.
Oh man, like it's really fucking entertaining. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I recommend it.
I'll probably just watch Star Trek.
Yeah, she's been obsessed with Star Trek now. I'll be going to bed and then all I hear is dun 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 dun.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I feel like
I'm like, dude, I'm trying to masturbate here.
I'm trying to round out my nerd card as best as possible, and I watch almost all sci-fi except for Star Trek. So
well, I was gonna say, I'm sure you're gonna have tons of episodes, so you're gonna be watching
my favorite.
that for a while.
Yeah, I like starting watching things that have like a ton of fucking episodes, so I just like never end, and I could just lay in bed and eat pizza and watch it for the rest of my life.
It's like fucking Breaking Bad.
The
Wire.
She won't watch Breaking Bad.
Interesting story about The Wire. I watched everything but the last episode, and me and my ex, like 5 years ago, had HBO, and so we watched every episode but the last one, and then we broke up. And it was actually part of the discussion that we had after we broke up that he was like, "But you haven't seen the last episode of The Wire yet," and I was like, "That doesn't matter."
Well, you should have been like, "Hey, Dick, don't break up with me. Let me finish series."
Oh, I left him. This is a long time ago.
Oh, long time ago in a galaxy far away?
Back when I was hot and desirable.
What
I
else?
left him.
What other...
No, Sammy, okay.
Show, and
no, Sammy just
said...
Sammy said when she was hot and desirable. The problem with Sammy is she is a very good-looking girl, and she's very smart, and she is very funny. The problem is she has this height requirement that she can find a guy that would be perfect for her, but if he doesn't meet that height requirement, she's like, no.
I associate height with masculinity. I can't help that.
It has nothing to do with anything.
That's how my brain works.
I've beat up babies, and I'm not 6 foot.
I think with my boobs, man. I can't help it.
Boobs are cool.
But anyway, Star Trek's going really well so far.
What season are you on right now?
I'm on the 3rd season. I really like Data. Commander Riker is shockingly sexy. I did not expect him to be sexy. I saw him and I was like, this guy's not attractive.
You know how
and then he turns on the charm and he's like,
how he gets over chairs?
Yeah, how he sits down. Boom, he lifts that leg like a dog, like he's going to pee, and he's like...
He started hitting on Whoopi Goldberg, and I was like, something's happening.
Aaron just hit you up with, if you don't listen to any podcast on network, the one podcast you should listen to on our network is the Starfleet Escape podcast, all about Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want any spoilers.
I don't think you get any spoilers.
There's a lot of stuff goes down, though. Like, I don't want to...
Who's your favorite on Star Trek Next Generation, Matt? Did you ever watch it?
I've seen it. Who's my favorite?
Like, if your favorite character...
Which characters do you want to hang out with?
I don't know. Like, Riker's cool. Worf's cool.
Worf's pretty cool, yeah.
BD Wong's cool. I'm just kidding.
I would have known if BD Wong was on Star Trek.
Data's cool. Will Wheaton's okay. He's kind of a whiny bitch sometimes.
Shut up, Wesley.
Cooler as himself than he is as Wesley Crusher.
So, I don't know. The one chick's cool.
The hot one?
The chick, like the one that like Riker, you know they're gonna bang sometime. They'll have to.
They probably already did.
No, they're probably like
how do you think they got
daily.
How do you think they got Wesley?
I mean, like.
Spoilers.
No, isn't Wesley's the doctor's?
Yeah, I know. I'm
kid.
just fucking around.
I'm talking 18. About the dark.
No, I know you're talking about the dark hair girl. Or you're talking about Whoopi Goldberg.
No. Troy. I don't fucking know. The Troy with an I.
Marina Sirtis.
Oh, because she's a woman. Yeah. Troy with a Y would be kind of weird.
Troy's her last name, not her first name.
What's her first name?
Deanna. No. Yeah, Deanna Troy.
That chick.
Okay, well, obviously, Sammy, you said what? Cool. Data.
Data, yeah. That was fine. I would love to chill with that guy.
One of the last episodes I watched was when Data got...
Whoa!
Yes, spoilers, bro.
Damn it.
I'm going to say Jordan LaFord has always been my favorite.
Jordy's pretty cool. Although it was kind of sad, I was watching an episode the other night where he went out on a date and the girl was like, let's just be friends. And he was like,
hey!
That was in the first season.
Haven't seen it.
Actually, my brother was a huge fan of Data, but I do love the villain in it. My favorite villain, though, in it is... oh, shit. He looks exactly like Data, too. I can't remember his name.
The red dude?
No, not the red dude.
I don't think there's a red dude.
Q is cool.
Q, yeah. And the funny part is I know you'll never watch it, but you should watch it for those episodes. The guy who plays Q is in that new My Little Ponies show.
Magic?
Yeah, he plays the God of Chaos, and is basically Q as a cartoon character.
Well, he was also in Stargate SG-1. He was an asshole, believe it or not, which is why I attached to that character so easily.
Oh, okay.
Because he's an asshole.
Ladies and men, you hear this. I don't know where you swing anymore, Sammy.
Oh, God, I don't either. I'm on infallible birth control.
But and it's also funny because then he did do the documentary of...
heads up, dudes.
What? I'm going on a tangent?
Celibacy.
But then the guy who played Q did do a documentary about the whole brony thing.
Totally not what I was thinking.
Took you a minute.
Yeah. Hey, what were you saying?
I was saying the guy who played Q also did the whole documentary about the brony thing, because then he started finding out that a lot of guys were sending him letters about the My Little Pony thing.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is this? And then he was like, there's a lot of guys into this, and then he actually found out about the brony whole thing, so he did a documentary about it, which I thought was kind of interesting.
I found out about that at Comic-Con. They were planning a couple different events for My Little Pony, and somebody actually got up and said, hey, P.S., we should separate the kids' My Little Pony events from the adult My Little Pony events. We were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And like everybody had to like pull out their smartphones and Google it, and we were like, yeah, let's not put these people in the
let's not do that.
Like, look,
there's probably tons of pedophiles.
I don't necessarily say a lot of pedophiles, but I'm just saying, like, I understand a lot of people get into certain stuff, but you should, because there is going to be the adult group, and there is going to be what it's actually geared for.
It's just not appropriate. Like,
I mean, you know, there is that, because as much as I wanted to say it started with the My Little Ponies, it actually kind of started with Pokemon, because you do have those adults who are obsessed with Pokemon, and then you have the kids who are just like, this is awesome.
I rock the shit out of Pokemon. I really want to play the new one.
I played on my
another reason why I want to get a 3DS.
I've not touched X or Y yet, so.
It's like I want to play the new Zelda, want to play Harvest Moon, want to play fucking Pokemon.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head now.
Pokemon, gotta
catch 'em all, you and me, gonna find out.
You know it's my destiny. You teach me and I'll teach you.
The hentai for that show is hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
That one and Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop hentai is pretty funny.
hentai in general.
The funniest hentai I ever saw was
the men look like women.
There's actually some there's actually some pretty cool hentai.
The funniest hentai I saw crossover was
which I never ever thought I would ever say
was the Dragon Ball Sailor Moon one.
I've seen that actually, and I didn't watch either of those shows. So it wasn't as exciting.
Speaking of Sailor Moon, the other day I just saw a video of when Sailor Moon like transforms into Sailor Moon, taking her out of it and putting Iron Man in there as Iron Man's powering up. So like it's all like 3D and it's like he like does like the same like positions and so it's just like it's hilarious seeing Tony Stark like
so sexy.
it's hilarious. It was on Kotaku.
The funniest thing I saw, I was actually just watching old episodes of Robot Chicken, and there was one that I'd never seen, which is weird because I own the DVD, but there was literally the one where it's like Sailor Moon, and she's like, transform, and she transformed the bad guy, then has like a boner. She's like, what the hell is wrong with you? He's like, I don't know. I apologize. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to fight you now. He's like, yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
I've only seen season 1 of Robot Chicken.
I have like I think I have 3 seasons. It's
great.
great.
Made me think of a Stephen Fry thing where he's like, if you ever get bullied at school for being homosexual, just be like, no, stop. You might get me aroused.
Actually, Dean, our buddy Dean in high school said, he's like, man, if I go into a fight, man, I'm just going to drop my pants and scream rape. Who would believe, man? The guy with his pants down? Don't think so.
Whoa, man. I still remember going to a Halloween party at his house once, and they all thought I was a ghost, because I passed out in the living room, and they were all out in the garage, and I woke up like 2 a.m. Everybody's still hammered. And I go to the bathroom, and I open the bathroom door, and there's someone standing there with a knife and like 10 people behind them, and he's just like, oh, I thought you were a ghost. And I'm like, what the fuck were you gonna do to a ghost with a knife, dude?
Why were 10 people chilling in the bathroom?
They were in the hallway, like, in the bathroom.
I was like,
somebody
it's college,
said they
bro.
saw a ghost, and it was me, like, why? And I'm not that white. Like, I have a little bit of a tan to me.
They were gonna kill a ghost?
What the fuck were you gonna do with a knife? Scared the crap out of me.
Oh, that's great. I was about to kill a ghost.
You know what's funny? I just realized
ghost hunting with a butcher knife.
She was ghost busting because you know why? Busting makes you feel good. I love how we were talking about Lex Luthor and Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Just went off on a tangent.
Anyways,
this is socially awkward. Yeah, I don't agree.
I do not agree with it. Joaquin Phoenix, you're too good for this.
Not even that. I just want to know, like,
he's too good for it.
Even if he's too good for it, but I want to. Okay, apparently with the success of Arrow and everything that they've been talking about the Flash TV show.
Yeah, you were talking about this.
Probably on the WB, but apparently one person that caught my attention was Ernie Hudson might join the cast of the Flash. If you don't know who Ernie Hudson is, go fuck yourselves. Like right now. Matt almost pissed me off. He was just like, I have no idea who you're talking about.
That's not what I said. I said Ernie Hudson. It took me like 2.5 to be like, oh, duh, Ernie Hudson. So, back up.
I just hope he uses the line. He's like, I've seen shit that will turn you.
Flash!
Basically, how about he just plays the same guy from the Ghostbusters as the Flash? Everything's like, Flash, did you hear about the Twinkie?
Well, I'm kind of intrigued to see what he looks like now. I haven't seen him in a very long time.
Actually, I saw him at the last Phoenix, not this Phoenix Comic-Con, but the year before he was there.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. It was him and the guy who actually played Walter Peck in the Ghostbuster cartoon movie. Oh, it was fantastic.
I do not remember this at all. What? So weird. Was that the same year William Shatner came?
Yes.
William Shatner kind of stole the show.
Oh, I could care less about William Shatner.
Oh,
no offense, Aaron,
so
because I'm sorry, it's a Ghostbusters. They kind of win above me. I should just do a Ghostbusters podcast, but then again, I'll probably end up like my Godzilla podcast where I can't find a co-host. So.
Yeah, yeah. Are you the keymaster?
Speaking of which, did anybody?
When I was a little kid, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, man.
No, you're good. I know exactly where you're going with that.
When I was a little kid, I had no idea what they were talking about. I was just like, oh, cool, like, this guy's got the key, he's going to open the gate. And then I got older, I was like, no, fuck yeah! Oh, fuck!
No, I remember seeing it when I was little, and then rewatching it again when I became a teenager, going like, oh my god.
She's not wearing clothes.
Why did my parents let me watch this?
It was great.
It's
even
great.
Zool.
Oh, yeah.
Zool.
Watching it, I was like, Zool, you're a total lesbian.
Can't believe my mom originally ripped her off.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, totally.
Full rip-off, Josh.
Do you know who originally was supposed to play Zool?
Who?
The guy who played Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, Paul Rubens.
Another movie Paul Rubens was actually. Did you ever see Mystery Men?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was freaking talented.
Yeah, he was awesome in that. Yeah. He's just awesome in general. That's
true.
Freaking amazing.
Oh, 30 Rock too. I was just watching that the other night.
Yep.
It was the kid, the
king.
Yeah, the prince.
The prince.
Yeah.
So I have no idea who Ernie Hudson's gonna play, but Ghostbusters.
Like you were just saying, he's probably gonna play a fucking cop or something. Just like
yeah. Well, he was just in an episode of I think
a police chief or something.
Yeah.
Like
Flash. You know what the hell you do? It's like, wait a minute, are you just what is the guy's name? Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon movies.
He may or may not be an inspiration in my life.
Yeah. But I think in the entire show they should just literally just have him do quotes from his Ghostbusters movie. It would just make no sense. It'd be like, Flash! Did you hear about the Twinkie?
They'd probably get way better ratings. Just saying.
Yeah, probably.
I know Sammy's excited about this because she loved the first film, but apparently War Machine is going to be in the next Avengers movie.
Hopefully it's written by someone who's not 12. I love Joss Whedon. I love him. I've loved him. I mean, Firefly, obviously.
She loves you.
Obviously, Firefly is fantastic. Cabin in the Woods. I hate horror movies. Hate them, abhor them, can't stand them.
Cabin in the Woods was...
And it was amazing.
Yeah, it was interesting.
It was so hilarious. I loved it. And his writing is in that kind of subtle joke. Mm-hmm. That is that kind of English style of figure it out your damn self. And so the fact that Avengers did the opposite of that was very frustrating for me. And that's really where it comes from, is that urge to see him write again the way that I'm used to seeing him write. And the fact that he couldn't do that. And I'm not blaming him per se, but I'm pissed and I won't watch the next one.
You know, it's funny though, because now it makes me want to actually watch some of his shows that he did in the past, because I have not been impressed with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at all. Yeah. And he wrote it.
Well, I think the bigger something gets to, the more influence producers have on what the writers do.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, he might have wrote it, but, like, I'm sure that
got hacked apart with a machete.
They dissected it and, like...
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you guys, like, sucking his dick or something? Why are you guys, like, supporting him?
No, I'm just saying,
she can bash the Avengers, but as soon as I say something, it's all like, no.
No, we're just saying that, like, you have a valid point, but it's probably the...
If I was sucking his dick, would that even fucking matter?
Yeah, because you should be getting money from him that you can help support the studio, because then we could say...
The carpet match the drapes.
Then we could literally be all like, brought to you by Josh Whedon's penis.
He's bald, too, down there.
Is he?
It's like...
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
I learned it from you.
I like Don Cheadle.
Oh,
yeah, I like Don Cheadle, too.
Don Cheadle's amazing.
He's awesome. He's funny. I would be pumped to see more War Machine. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Let's just let him write his own movie, and I'll watch it.
Let's just let Don Cheadle be Don Cheadle.
No, I'm saying let Joss be Joss, and I think Joss and Don Cheadle could be hilarious together.
I already said I was.
I'm just saying they're both very funny guys. To be fair, let them both work together, and that shit could be hilarious.
To be fair though, I do give Don Cheadle very good credit, because especially in Iron Man 2 when he shows up and they literally just kind of knock it out.
Hey, you're not Terrence Howard.
But they just kind of knock it out of the park with that, whereas like you said you were going to be here. He's like, but I'm here, so let's just deal with it. Let's just accept it. Like he literally just kind of lays it all out there. Like, yeah, we understand. We switched the actor. We get it.
Don't give a shit.
But this is like just the subtle way to doing it.
Well, no, Batman did that. I mean, they had a different love interest every time.
Oh, I will say this. I figured out Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Everybody was talking about, they're like, why does he have nipples? Why does he have nipples on his batsuit? You know why? Because he was battling Mr. Freeze.
Boom!
Got cold.
Pink, pink.
Mm-hmm. You want an explanation for that? There you go.
They're like, let's make these suits with pre-hard nipples on there, so when you get cold underneath.
I'm just trying to figure out how that makes him more masculine.
It doesn't.
I don't think women find that sexy. I mean, I don't know in general, but like, I like men. I think that's very effeminate, and I don't find that attractive.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Do you guys want to go ahead and take a break?
Okay.
We've been at this for about an hour. So, Matt, I know you got some music you're going to play. Let me go ahead and...
Transfer on over. Come on to my side. Don Cheadle.
So, Matt, can you give us a little bit of playlist we're going to hear?
Sure. So, first show's going away for a little bit. And it's just because it's the holidays. And
You just told us you were doing nothing over the holidays. Just saying.
Right, we weren't going to say it. Matt has diplomatic immunity.
Have you met fucking Sammy? So,
I thought you were going to your other one. We're like, hey, have you met my fist to your face?
Oh, I should have done that. Damn
I
it.
cleaned my room just for your peace of mind.
Good call. So, the Fresh Show, taking a little hiatus. It's the holidays. I'll be back 2014. We'll be rocking it. You know, a little. It's probably gonna be the same shit, but whatever. On this one, I'm just gonna play you some tracks. So we got a track from Sweet Danger, another one from Stefan TV. We got one Popeef, and then Sun Will. So we'll see you guys back in about 15 minutes.
Did you say it was a raincoat? Concentration has no home for me. I don't wanna hurt, but I'm so close to it. Excuses no divide. How can that shit don't? But how can that shit don't? Excuses no divide. final chord. Glock guitar's rules. Said I know unique. Stay the office officer. Put engine on the go. Addressed with cocaines and you wins and you wins and you wins. Let's say now. Sound was here. Let's say say it now, I'm coming. Say it now, I'm falling. Say it now, I'm falling from the edge. I've dropped these leeches from my heart because of you, my pretty. I've got it, lady. You make me crazy. You bigger than world, bigger than pain. You on my way. Let's say it now. You pick your one. I need to say you will and done. It's till a drain. You left me scarred. It was malicious. 'Cause our wishes went too far. How with my day? How with my days for this? I need to say you won't be here.
Hello and welcome back to an all-new episode of Socially Awkward. We're going to talk like NPR now.
No, we're not. We're talking about the streets. Toby's been in the streets. I've been in the streets. Nobody else here has been in the streets.
Speaking of the streets, I was really excited because the other day I ordered a new mouse, and you go on the tracking for FedEx, and it's like, this is where it's shipping from, and it was like,
it was on a
Compton.
street.
And I was like, my fucking mouse is straight out of Compton.
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
It was really exciting.
I know. It's the little things.
Yeah. Dude, I'm in accounting. I don't really have a lot of excitement in my life.
I never grew up on the streets, so. I know Toby did, though. Toby's been on the streets. So if anybody knows about the streets, it's Toby. I like the streets, the band, though.
Yeah, Mike Skinner's the man. Big fan.
Yeah. Okay, well,
he also had a cameo on Doctor Who.
I will say without further ado, it's time.
He did. That was a big deal.
That was a good one.
Oh shit, we're still plugged in the... Damn it.
I'm just gonna sing a song. I'm singing a song.
We forgot.
Whoops.
You know what? We're gonna have to set this joke up again. You know what time it is now?
What? About time for popcorn. I'm popping.
It's time for the socially awkward question of the week. Brought to you by
Amazon.com. Go to the Sasquatch.net, click on the Amazon banner, and shop like you normally do, and we'll get a little taste if you do. I'm actually just kidding. There is no actually socially awkward question of the week this week because Eric and I did not do that, and then I think I asked him like yesterday, so we were really bad at our jobs this week. But I think we'll just jump into more show notes. Matt is in our official break room. He's cooking up some delicious treats. But we will talk about some current events that were going on. One of the ones that I thought was very interesting was the robot hand jobs are the future, apparently. This article was actually by the Huffington Post. We'll go ahead and pull up this little story for everyone to enjoy.
There are 3 rules to robotics. First, a robot must not hurt a human. Second, a robot must obey its human. And finally, a robot must protect itself. But this past weekend, a new prototype called the VG Tenga was unveiled in Tokyo, and it honors a 4th law. A robot must aid its humans in their self-pleasure. Scientifically speaking, the VG Tenga is a grip-based haptic controller, an artificial vaginal simulator that male users can manipulate electronically. It's accompanied by an animation that provides visual stimulation if required. Simply put, it's a robo-handy. In a quick poll on the Huffington Post, nearly 53% of readers said they would be interested in using a VG Tenga, while just over 30% said it sounds dangerous. Back in April, the Huffington Post and YouGov teamed up for a survey asking people whether or not sex robots would be available by the year 2030. 18% said yes, while only 9% said that they would partake.
Yes, please.
So, Matt, what is your take on the robotic hand job?
It's the way of the future.
Now, if you haven't seen the little video of it, I did post it in the chat room for people to view and stuff like that. Basically, what it looks like is probably one of those robots people use at those BattleBots tournaments. Yeah. With basically on the end of it basically does the motion of this, and on the end of it looks like a fleshlight.
Does it use the Oculus Rift?
I guess you can look at porn while you were getting a hand job from it, so I guess that's the thing from it. So what is everyone's take on the, now question, what I love is they're giving us the robot hand job, but what about the female perspective? Like, shouldn't the women get they
already make those.
They have the robots.
Speeds.
Yeah. You're going to get a Sabian?
You're going to get a Sabian or Hitachi?
That's what it's called, right? You know what I'm talking about?
The magic wand?
I have no idea.
Oh. Well, it's just I won't go into detail.
I will say this: if you women are out there, get a magic wand, because those things are ridiculous.
Tobes,
what's
up, Broham?
Hey, yo.
Toby has joined the podcast finally. You know why he's joined the podcast? Because his abusive father isn't here.
No, I didn't.
His abusive father Eric isn't here.
Eric, we missed you, man, but not that much.
We should have our own question of the week.
We'll have to do that for next week. We can come up with one. We didn't do a good job this one. But this one is someone steals the Flintstones car out in front of a comic book shop. Now, obviously, this is a fan-made, like, car or whatnot. I know there's a little bit of video to it, but I just think... Now, I really don't... I feel bad, but I also kind of don't feel bad because they literally... The car pulled up, but, like, I think on a Friday to be out there for the entire weekend or even for the entire, like... genre of the Flintstone car, but they just left it out front. They didn't lock it up. They didn't do anything with it, and they were like, and then somebody stole it! It's like, well, yeah, someone built something, and then you just left it out in front of your store. So what do you expect?
We expect something more respectable from nerds.
Who says a nerd stole it?
It's
A nerd stole it.
It's like
Do you ever want to think that maybe John Goodman was walking around, saw his Flintstone car, and was like, wants to relive the good old days when he used to play for Flintstone?
It's like the KFC in Ahwatukee when the chef got stolen.
Oh, did you hear about that story though?
Huh?
He got stolen. Also, the Ronald McDonald got stolen, and then they were found together on a bench somewhere because Ronald McDonald has his hand like this and like this, right? So, to me, I found that hilarious. I didn't find that. I mean, it's still theft, but it's funny theft.
I mean, I didn't know about the Ronald. I knew about the Colonel.
Actually, somebody told me that what they wanted to do was steal all of those and then put them in their car and then go through the carpool lane. I got pulled over and be like, I got the Colonel to vouch for me!
He's so heavy.
Yeah.
I don't want fried chicken, so thanks a lot.
Hey, blame Matt, because...
Why don't they deliver?
I don't know. Well, the only place that delivers, they don't deliver out here yet, but the only place that delivers is Burger King.
What?
Burger King has delivery in certain states now.
I really want to get...
No, the only stupid part, though, is they don't deliver any soft drinks and or shakes.
That is balls stupid. Because I kind of want soda, too.
Yeah, I was like, well, what happens if you could just order the meal? You know, you're just like, I'm on number one. This one, actually, I thought was a really funny story. Now, I know people are desperate for jobs. I know the job market isn't the best. But apparently one guy decided he needed a McDonald's job application and decided to use a gun to get it. Taven Kenvel, I believe his name is, used a gun to demand a McDonald's job application. Now, I want to know, how rock bottom have you hit that not only just going into a store going like, can I get a job application? Usually I thought they would just give that to you. Like,
usually, yeah.
Like, did he have any, I don't know if he had any priors or how extreme it was or whatnot, but then I'm just all like, can you, like, how does that go under it was a 31-year-old man, he's 31 years old that did this. Matt, have you ever been vicious? I'm not saying that you brought a gun and or a weapon in to get a job application, but have you ever been so vicious to be like, give me a goddamn application?
No, I mean, you guys know me. I'm like the most easiest going person in the world.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, have you ever gotten to a point in your life where obviously you were very desperate for a job that you would feel like, the only way I'm going to get this application? Like, you really think, like, what I like to know is if they gave him the application, he signed it, turned it back in, and then they're all like, we should probably hire this guy because he owns a gun.
Well, it's McDonald's. So.
That is true.
Where was this? What state?
Let me go ahead.
To me, it sounds like someplace in the South.
Police in North
Gilbert.
North what?
Norfolk.
Let's
see. Norfolk. It should say. I'm trying to see if it actually gives me the actual state.
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yep.
What do you think? I would expect this in Florida.
Yeah.
Everything. I don't know. Everything is always either happening in Florida and or Germany.
Oh yeah.
So.
Hey guys, just so you know, I went to Bourbon Street over the break.
Yeah, you got some popcorn.
I brought some popcorn
back right now. But I just find that hilarious. Like, I just want to know anybody else has done that at certain different like stores. Like, I understand going in, probably not a bank would be the good idea for a gun, but if we went into like a Toys R Us and just been like, I need a job application. I love kids.
Was it like, high on meth or something? Like,
you know what? I probably
just like there has to be some contributing factor. I don't think any.
It's called having the dumb.
You gotta have the dumb because I don't think.
Let's see what it did have. Oh no. Okay, here we go. It says, let's see. It says after diagnosis, the doctors found out he had this disease called chronic tardiness.
Shut up. Better not hire him because we want him to show up.
Evening.
I'm sorry, you just set yourself up for that joke.
Waving just around the bed.
Whatever.
Everywhere you look.
Actually, that's what he said. He pulled out the gun and be like, the
And TV.
they all got jobs.
Why don't I?
Well, sir, if you keep showing up to your job interview with your Glock, if that's what you call it.
This is Petunia. Okay.
So we got that going for. Okay, so basically that all came from those were the stories from the Huffington Post. Now I know there's a lot of gift shopping. I don't know if anybody has the actual time to get some gifts, last minute gift ideas or whatnot. This is actually on Topless Robot. They had a couple of cool ideas. The only one that really caught my attention, just because we have some Star Trek fans in the audience and in the studio, is actually Star Trek Next Generation robes. Where they have him as the, like...
Aaron has to have one of these.
He's got to have one of these. But it actually got the, the colors of, like, the captain and Data and stuff like that.
They also have Doctor Who robes.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
You can do, you can get David Tennant's.
So this is the weirdest part about this article, though, because we're saying, like, if you have last-minute gift ideas, I'm like, this is actually kind of a cool idea. It'd be funny for somebody for, like, who's a huge Star Trek fan. This is something they can wear. But then you scroll down, and the next one is just all, like, the limited edition book of Avengers, and so like, well, is that really like a must?
The graphic novel.
I'm like, is that really a must buy? And then you go down, and there's like The Walking Dead compilation 2. So like, really not too much. And then something I've never even heard of. It's probably very popular, I'm guessing. But Battle Beast Volume 1.
Yeah. Never heard of it.
In my life, I've never heard
of it.
Yeah.
The art looks cool.
Yeah, no, it looks really cool, and then they also have a Hellboy, like, thing as well, but it's just, like, to me, it's like, these are the last-minute gift ideas. I was expecting, like, something like, you show me the Star Trek row, so I'm thinking, okay, a bunch of kind of nerdy apparel, or maybe nerdy shower curtains, but then you just gave me a bunch of, like, graphic novels afterwards. So, I'm going to say this Topless Robot.
You can get a Doctor Who, the first Doctor, or the 11th Doctor figure set, and it comes with a lunchbox.
You can also get a TARDIS mini fridge. It fits about 3 cans of soda in it.
I've seen that.
But it looks pretty awesome, and when you open the door, it actually makes the TARDIS noise.
Okay, dude,
cool.
That is pretty retardis.
They also have companion cube ice cube trays.
No, now if you can get me the one companion who's a redhead, yeah, I'll take that for
Amy Poland.
Wait, there were 2 redhead companions.
The Amy one.
I'm assuming you're not talking about Catherine Tate.
I don't even know who Catherine Tate is.
Yeah, if you saw her, you would know. There's the Marvel Select Winter Soldier figure.
Oh, which is something I'm probably going to get from Matt, just so he can be like, really? Really?
I still don't know who this dude is.
Oh, that's right.
It's okay, though. This one you're all about. Did you see this?
Let's see.
The Batman Classic TV series Batmobile with action figure.
Ooh. Actually, my brother Ryan actually got that for one Christmas. It was weird, though, because that same Christmas, he got that. He got the Batman action figure with the Batmobile, and then my brother got the Superman action figure with Superman's jet.
Superman's jet?
This is great, though. My brother then decided to ask the question that all kids ask, why does Superman need a jet? And my dad, being very clever, he goes, but what if Superman gets tired of flying? And my brother just was like, oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Acceptable justification.
Exactly. I was like, kudos for Dad. This is actually, what else do we got?
Oh, I'm just going through all of them.
Oh, go ahead.
We have The Walking Dead Mini Mates Series 4, which basically is just fucked up Legos. It's like
the retarded Legos.
Like Mega Bloks. You remember Mega Bloks?
Yeah.
It's just stick with regular Legos. Like, come on.
I don't know why they're pushing Legos so hard.
Because Legos are awesome. And Legos will never die, just like Egos.
Yeah, Lego my Egos.
You can do the Man of Steel limited edition gift set, which comes with 2 figurines. You get one of Henry Carville's Superman and one of the dude that played. Excuse me. The the bad dude. In
General Zod.
Thank you. Thank you. And you get the Blu-ray DVD set. This is why.
This is why Matt's no longer on QVC.
This is why I'm. No
So you can get the limited edition Man of Steel with the Harvey Keitel action figure and the
anybody? Somebody, please.
No, seriously, who the fuck was the guy who played General Zod?
You could do the Star Wars Clone Wars complete series 1 through 5 collector's
Complete
edition.
series. So that means you're selling me the complete. That's over. The Clone Wars series on Cartoon Network is
I'm
done.
not selling you season 1 or just season 2.
The complete series.
I'm selling you the complete season. We're talking season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you even see the 5th season? I didn't. I can't wait to see it. I need to purchase this right now. And if you purchase within the next 15 minutes, we will throw in a limited edition
Used pair of panties.
Limited edition Skywalker Ranch
DVD booklet of descriptions for season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That is a $59.99 value. We're giving it to you for free if you call in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not on QVC.
This is why Matt and I should be on QVC. That'd be great.
So we have novelties. You can get a Game of Thrones 4D cityscape puzzle.
Well, exactly what I wanted for Christmas.
Actually, that would be kind of cool. I mean,
It just doesn't look as cool as it does in the show.
are you? Yeah.
All I
Are you
ask,
looking at it?
all I ask though is when you're putting it together, it just goes. You
might like this next one.
What's the next one?
That is not my drink.
How drunk are you?
That is a can of popcorn seasoning, and it would not taste delicious.
It could if you're awesome.
You could get a Watchmen Rorschach toaster.
I would like that, but then the problem would be is then I would walk around with the toast all day, just going up to people, be like, yeah.
I think they ripped this off from the Battlestar Galactica toaster that they had
Yeah.
on Big Bang Theory.
Mhm.
The toaster, that was pretty
Well,
cool.
first off,
Well,
you can't rip it off from Battlestar Galactica when you already had the Hello Kitty that did it first,
I was
and then
gonna
the
say,
Darth Vader
there's
that
a-
did it,
there's a
and
Hello
then
Kitty
that
one.
Oh,
so-
see, I said they
My
ripped
mom
it off
has
from
it.
Big Bang Theory because they actually had it on Big Bang Theory.
No, I know they did,
Started
but
with
it's
them.
actually been like a thing that's been actually Hello Kitty started it. There's a Hello Kitty
It
toaster.
nauseates me.
My mom likes Hello Kitty. Loves it.
Why do you hate Hello Kitty? Oh, guess what I just found out, Matt? Paul Rudd will be playing Hello Kitty in a live-action film.
Good, I have a list of things to avoid now.
You could get a vintage-style Darth Vader coffee cup, which is, sometimes you go to Starbucks and they don't give you the little thing. You get the coffee. It's hot to touch. It's hot to the touch. So you carry this in your back pocket. You say,
Now is it hot like Tatooine?
I'm gonna put this on my coffee to make it not so hot. So I can carry it.
No, you do.
What?
You go, come to the dark side.
Because you're drinking dark coffee.
Yeah, it's a dark blend. It's very nice.
Black coffee.
Yeah, black coffee.
Nothing in it.
I like my coffee like I like my Jedis.
Black Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Heyo.
Totally. Totally.
Quit playing. What game are you playing now?
Wikipedia. I don't
Family
know.
Farm Seaside. It's delightful. I
So-
highly recommend it.
What else is there, Matt?
You're playing Farmville. You can get a King of Chemistry T-shirt, which is just a Breaking Bad. Actually, this one's kind of cool. It's Heisenberg sitting on a throne, which kind of looks like the Game of Thrones throne, but it's not.
The best shirt I actually saw, I think it was on T-Fury. It was called Breaking Dad. So it's Heisenberg, but then in the background of all the kids is all the kids from Malcolm in the Middle.
Nice. You can get Marty McFly's hat from Back to the Future.
Why the fuck would I want that?
You know the hyper-colored one that kind of changes color?
Yeah, but to be fair, if I wanted anything from the Back to the Future series, it would be the goddamn DeLorean.
I mean, I would never wear the hat either, but
Yeah, you
I'm
would.
just saying you can get it.
Matt, Matt.
Interesting thing I discovered. In Office Space, when Milton has his red stapler,
Which I have.
that stapler does not actually exist.
I have it.
No, you have a regular red stapler. The
Whatever.
actual model of the stapler that Milton has in that movie does not exist.
Okay,
You cannot
I have a
purchase it.
swing line.
You have a red swing line.
Yeah.
But it looks completely different than the one in the movie.
Well,
You want to get the
They
one?
made those after the movie came out, and they decided not to do the old style of it. They made a new style and painted it red.
Okay, Sammy.
I'm just
You
saying.
want to get the style of that stapler though? You can actually go to probably any book, Barnes and Nobles, and they have the
The stapler.
the
Combo.
Office Space survival pack for work. where you get the jump to conclusion mat.
Is it the actual stapler though? All right, I have to check this out now.
Do it right now.
I'm just saying.
Barnes & Noble?
I think so. That's where I've seen them.
It's a swing line stapler, but it's red, and I just have the
Right.
stapler.
Well, no, like the one that you have has metal on top, whereas like the one that Milton had just had paint on the side of it.
Did you type my stapler?
I believe you have my stapler. Burned down a building.
Don't insult my stapler because I have my stapler.
I used to sit by the squirrels, and they
told me I
were
could
married.
listen to my music at the possible
reasonable volume. If you're going to,
I used to see the squirrels and they were married.
I used to see I was by the window, and then they moved me, and then I had the squirrels, and they were married, and they had acorns, and then yeah, that's great, Milton. I gotta go.
Acorns.
Yeah, Milton, while you're down here, we have a little bit of a roach infestation, so it would be great if you could spray while you were down here. Yeah.
I gotta say, Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
So hot in that movie. So hot.
Wearing that flare, rocking that TGIF Fridays.
Oh,
outfit.
yeah.
So,
burn that place down.
Oh yeah.
I still love the, what was it? Hey, has anybody ever told you I got a case of the Mondays? No. Fuck no, man. You say something like that, you're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, man. Hey, turn on channel 4.
Looks like Liz. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I just thought you'd want to see these chicks. She looks like Liz. What would you do if you had two chicks at the same time? This is one thing that I know we'll be talking about on Arcade Bros, probably on tomorrow's show. But I wanted to get people's opinions because we do have a couple of gamers.
Yeah.
Everybody here actually play games in the room, unlike Eric. He's on the Wii. Sorry, Eric. But Steam has been talking about their new video game called the Steam Box that will be coming out. They're actually starting out their starting price about $500.
I know people that'll buy it.
I understand that, but I also figure if you were already downloading games from Steam to begin with and you wanted to play them on your TV, Matt and I said the same thing. You can just grab this thing. It's very simple. It's called an HDMI cord. Plug it into your TV and then set your computer to monitor for that TV.
Also, like video card with a lot of these games, there's a lot of video carding. With the
I don't know, Sammy. Why don't you explain it for us?
Pixels and all that stuff.
And tell us about your
flair. I don't know the words, but you know what I'm saying. Like you'd have to get a vastly superior video card in order to render it in the same quality that you're going to get on your computer monitor.
Well, I would say the same thing. Most likely, if you're playing it on your computer monitor, you probably already have the specs for those games to begin with.
Yeah, on the monitor, but not on the TV. Like you need a much better video card for it to render on the TV properly.
Explain.
It's a different format.
No.
TV's an HDMI with like.
Everybody in the chat room saying you need to explain this better, Sammy. If you want to sell us on this Steam box.
I don't know things. I'm just saying I would buy it if I was melting with money and not completely broke.
You would buy. So that would be your next console. If you had
first I'd get a PlayStation because I need a Blu-ray player and I want to play Katamari again really bad. And then I would get a Steam box.
Wait a minute. Okay, you get a PlayStation 4, but you can't play the game you want to play because it's not out yet for the PlayStation 4, nor do I even know if they're making one for the PS4.
Download it. Well, like on PS3, you can download the original Katamari.
Yeah, for PlayStation 3. You can't download it for PlayStation 4.
Actually, I might just get a PlayStation 3. I'm going to see if I can trade in my Xbox, the one that broke, and see if they'll buy the broken one
Sammy's
for me.
going over to Sony, people.
And then, well, no, I bought a working Xbox off my friend.
Oh, the old Xbox.
But I'm talking about the old Xbox, which actually might not have been fully broken. It just was starting to hum, and now this one's humming too. So
I don't know
it's
what
just
reaction
my room is causing Xboxes to hum.
Is Matt too? Matt's just like
so much judgment. I want to play Portal on every single console ever.
Fuck Portal.
What?
I'm just kidding. I love you, Valve.
God, GLaDOS is awesome.
Yeah, just get a PS3. You get one dirt cheap.
I think dirt cheap. I think it's like $100. It's like $200 to get a new one, and it's like $100 something to get a used one. I just don't have that money.
Trade in your.
If I trade in my old Xbox, I'll get maybe $40 for it.
Actually, no, you would actually
one of the old.
You would actually get more because during the holiday season they do bump you up to 30% off for a console trade-in towards another console.
Well, I might have to do that next weekend then.
Yeah.
Because I really want a Blu-ray player, and I'm tired of not having one. And I seriously I have been craving Katamari Damacy so bad lately.
You could go buy a Blu-ray player for like $30.
Right, but I want to play Katamari too. So plus the PlayStation Network is way more dependable than the Xbox one that I pay for. So there's that. Netflix is what we're talking
She
about.
really
not
hates
gaming.
my PlayStation, apparently.
No, so like we had the PlayStation out in the living room. We never had a problem with the internet, but the Xbox just dropped connection constantly.
You're just connectivity-wise within this apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. Or within this
Well,
studio.
no, I know. I mean, like,
Doesn't matter. It's
for
not like
Netflix, not for, like, gaming. I mean, Netflix doesn't really require that much bandwidth. But for some reason, Xbox just hates it.
So I hope Hulu is doing an update for all their systems, because I know there was one for the PlayStation, but even last night when I was watching on my Xbox, it kept, like, stopping, installing. I'm like, why is it doing this?
And it's lots of fun, too, because with Hulu, it takes you, like, 10 minutes to get back to where you were.
Yeah.
So that's lots of fun.
And though I will have to say, with Hulu on PlayStation, I like better because as soon as you're done with a show, it will just do the timer like Netflix and start up the next show. With Xbox, you have to literally click and be like, I need to go to the next show.
So as a media center of PlayStation, definitely better. Plus, you don't have to pay $60 a year just for the
That's
benefit
true.
of being able to connect to the fucking internet.
Yeah, that's true. YouTube. Have you guys had issues with streaming quality?
On
YouTube.
Which one? The systems YouTube or
Just anything? If you
YouTube? I've been actually, before I got my new phone, I was having lots of problems with the iPhone.
Yeah.
With YouTube. And
I can't even use it on my phone.
And I was like, why aren't you like? I'm like, I have no like. Literally, right after they did the new update, like I had problems with it, and then it's like they've never released a new patch for the YouTube channel. Everything else, though, I haven't really had a problem.
But no, I couldn't use it on my phone at all. I was at my friend's house the other night, and it just was like, nope, don't think so.
That's like the issue I'm having, because every evening before I go to bed, I always watch Vine videos, like compilations of them.
Matt and his Vine videos.
I fucking
I
love
want to do a segment of just Matt and his Vine videos.
I really like them, but I'll just do it. Like, I have an older generation iPad, but after we've done the updates on them, it's like a 5-minute video should not take longer than 5 minutes to buffer and play.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Like, even on my, like, I've got a legit, like, wireless network at my house. Like,
no, I know that's.
I'm not dumb. I know what I'm fucking
companies
doing.
that are basically assuming that you have like the top tier technology for everything, which is just ridiculous
it's just crazy,
because not everybody's going to go out and buy a brand new laptop to watch YouTube. Like, it's just not reasonable. I mean, I have problems with my PC with YouTube. It's requiring way more than my computer has to offer, and it's not like I have that bad of a computer.
All right, Google, let's get your shit together.
I mean,
shit in a little.
I mean, to be fair though, if I did win the lottery and every time something new technology came out, literally if I just bought the latest thing that week and then the newest thing is coming out next week, I'd literally just start taking my electronics and throwing them at homeless people.
Yeah, but you'd also have a very buggy lifestyle. You get frustrated pretty fast. Everything new is so buggy.
I don't care. I'm rich.
When did that happen too? I feel we keep having these. Me and Steve keep having these discussions about how customer service in this country is getting piss poor. Like, it's getting worse and worse. And I don't know when it happened, but it's just getting really bad. And I feel like technology's going the same way. They're just releasing things knowing they have problems and just being like, oh, well, whatever.
We'll just patch it
Who
later.
cares?
Yeah, so-
and they don't half the time. Like, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, depending on how you
I mean, if you think about it, the 2 new consoles came out this year, and everyone's been having problems. Whether you're a PlayStation person or an Xbox One person, each system was having their problems.
And they're still having problems. It's been a couple months.
Yeah, it's been a couple of months and they're still having their problems. And then we even said the same thing with a lot of Bethesda games. Yeah, don't get me wrong, Bethesda's a great company, but the biggest problem is that they'll release a game, you'll play this game, and it's buggy as fuck. It's all like they just are like, well, here's our release date. Whether we're done with the game or not, we're going to release it.
Yeah.
And like back in the day, it's like you couldn't really do that. Like, as bad as everybody I know hates, like a lot of people do not like the Nintendo system, and a lot of people hate the Wii U. I've not had any problems with the Wii. Like, I'm as much as everyone says Nintendo doesn't know what the hell they're doing, obviously they do.
Yeah.
Because I literally had I got a used Wii. Like, when the Wii's first came out, I was lucky enough to get one right when they came out. A buddy of mine got one that came into Bookman's. I was able to get it, no problem, stuff like that. So that was a used one. No issues whatsoever. I literally had my Xbox and my PlayStation crap out on me. I've never had a Nintendo system crap out on me.
I think I'm cursed this year because my TV broke, my Xbox broke, and then I bought another Xbox that's starting to go too. So I think I'm just cursed.
Well, Sammy.
Either that or Microsoft hates me.
That too. Well, you do have...
They got all those letters I wrote.
Oh, did you write letters? But yeah, but we were talking about this with the customer service and even just like certain these electronic
Products,
things.
Quality, yeah.
But what I said, my theory was with the customer service is I think that now these people who are now having these jobs are the kids in the generation where it's like you would go to a softball game and everybody wins. Everybody gets a trophy. Everybody's special. You don't have to treat anybody with respect.
See, I'm in that generation, and I feel like I had to work harder in order to separate myself from that. Like, that's the whole point.
But that's the thing, though. If you were in that generation and you saw that, going, okay, I don't want to be a part of these people.
I don't want to be pitiful.
So I want to move on because I know I refer to Adam Carolla saying on this where it's like you'd be walking down the street back in the day. You're with your dad. You see your neighbor drive by in a really nice car, and your dad would be like, if you were a car, you can get a car like that. But nowadays, it's more like, why don't I have a car like that? Why does he get a car like that?
I think it's always been that way. I think America as a whole, I mean, the whole concept of manifest destiny is the opposite of what we ended up doing. There's so many lazy people that just are like, things will just come to me.
Well, no, that's the thing, though. I don't think our generation was that built upon that yet because it's like it wasn't until that whole, like, the bullying thing. Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody, whether or not you were liked or not in high school, middle school, elementary school, you did get a little tendency of any kind of bullying, no matter what. And you just, guess what? You know what that made us happen to us? We got tough skin. Mm-hmm. But nowadays, it's like you got the cyberbullying and stuff like that. Yeah, guess what? If someone calls you a gay person online, block them. Yeah. You have the technology, or don't talk to this person. It's like
the technology to be able to protect yourself.
Like I don't get these people who are like.
The reality of it is that you're gonna encounter this regardless. I mean, this bullying is not illegal, and it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. But my thing is like, if you're not prepared for the fact that life absolutely blows, then what the hell are you gonna do? Like, life sucks, so. You gotta learn that early.
I will say this. Dennis Leary said it best. Life sucks. Wear a fucking helmet.
Yep. They also said that on Boy Meets World.
In the same context?
Corey's
like, guess what? Life sucks, Mr. Feeney. Get a fucking helmet.
Actually, Corey was bitching, and his brother, Eric, went by, and he said, life sucks, little brother, get a helmet, and then he hit him upside the head.
Wow. Eric actually laid some knowledge down on him.
Feeney.
Literally.
Normally, Eric was complete opposite.
Oh, yeah, Eric was pretty dumb.
Well, the funny part about Eric, though, he's actually a successful voice actor now.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you ever see Batman Beyond?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Then...
But
he's the new Batman in that.
Oh, right on.
I heard Feeney's coming back for the new Girl Meets World. Yeah, for the pilot episode. He's not going to be like in it, but I heard he's going to be in the pilot.
That's cool. Oh, I'm sure he was getting up there when that show.
You know how they keep the show. As much as I know everybody loves Mr. Feeney, but if you really want to get this pilot off the ground and you want to have a successful thing, he should die in that first pilot.
He probably will. And it will probably be real.
Like they come back for his funeral.
No, even worse.
See, that would be hard.
Even worse. What was Corey's friend, Sean?
Sean, yeah.
Sean just gets out of rehab. He's turning his life around, and then he hits Mr. Feeney with his car.
Hunter Strong, interestingly enough, not going to be in the show.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't think Sean's coming back.
Sean and Eric are not coming back, but Mr. Feeney is, and then the mom from Sister is supposed to be in it. I'm assuming she's going to be a teacher or something.
Oh, what's her name? Jackie.
Jackie, yeah. You know.
Yeah. The Jackie.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be the new Mr. Feeney. Yeah.
Maybe.
Mrs. Feeney!
Yeah, I still watch the last episode of Doctor Who, of Boy Meets World. I still cry in that last episode when he's just like, I love you all. And you're just like, oh, that's so fucking sweet.
So how did the series end? I didn't.
That was it. Series. They graduated.
Yeah.
That was it?
That was it. Yeah.
It wasn't like Saved by the Bell where they went to college and then they got married.
Saved by the Bell was pretty cool.
I love Saved by the Bell.
I've never seen it.
I still watch Saved by the Bell when it's on.
Zach Morris is a badass.
I'm sorry, but if Zach Morris had the power to freeze time, I would have done more than just to be like, I'm going to fix this.
I'm going to get Kelly to bone me.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good use of power.
Speaking of things that twist and turn in the TV universe, Brian Griffin is back on Family Guy.
I saw.
After 2 episodes of The New Dog, apparently they decided this isn't working.
They should do that with Doctor Who.
You do not like The New Doctor?
I haven't seen The New Doctor yet. That's good. He's coming out soon. But it would be pretty hilarious if they were just like, fuck that. Let's regenerate him.
After like 3 episodes.
Unregenerate. Something happened in the time space. Yeah, Moffat would think of something. I'm sure.
Let's get another young guy back.
Yeah. Just put Sherlock in there. Problem solved.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
God, that'd be awesome.
That'd be so crazy.
I love Benedict Cumberbatch so much.
Oh, man.
But it's funny, though, what I said, what should have happened is when they did get the new dog and he was locked up in the pound and all this kind of stuff and everything I said, the funny part is the reason why he got in the pound is because he did run over Brian.
That would be pretty
And then I said then after Stewie goes back, and if you haven't seen it yet, sorry for spoilers, but Stewie was able to go back in time, save Brian, and erase that timeline, and then it would have been Vinny never hit Brian with a car. I think that would have been actually a better twist, but apparently Seth MacFarlane is an in-depth writer like myself.
I watched it today at lunch.
Oh, did you? Mm-hmm. What did you think?
Perfect timing. I thought it was fine. I like how they kind of brought it back. I mean,
it was
the toy store and all that stuff. You know?
Yeah, I mean, they did do like the callback to the thing with Stu at the time machine and everything like that, which was nice. But the thing was, it was just with this new dog. Like, it's like as much as I did try to give him a chance, I just he just doesn't fit.
Should have made him a husky.
Actually, no. If anything, they should have just taken Vinny and put him in the Cleveland show. That would have made about as much sense.
And then canceled at the end of the
they
season.
should have cast Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch as the new Brian.
Actually, she said that they should have adopted a cat.
That would have been funny if it was like an asshole cat.
Like a female too.
Ooh, get another female character played by Lucy.
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha. Oh, you went that way.
Eartha Kitt the cat, like the cat from The Emperor's New Groove. That would be awesome. Eartha Kitt cat.
Hell.
Why do we even have that lever? Oh, we're gonna talk about The Hobbit.
Oh yeah, did you? Sammy went ahead and saw The Hobbit.
Here's the thing about that. You can talk about it, but you have to do like really like bare minimum.
Well, I think all she's going to do is talk about like what she liked about the book and what she hated about the movie.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty like that's the thing. Like I cannot spoil it by saying that he took some liberties. Like I have some friends calling it fanfic. Like Peter Jackson's fanfic. They did some cool stuff. There were a couple parts of it where I was like, this was really cool, but there are some parts of it that I will say I was disappointed in, like the quality of the filmmaking. And you'll see what I mean when you see the movie. There's some parts where you're just kind of like, wow, they didn't do this right. Like just for a regular movie, set problems and stuff like that. And point of view stuff that you're just like, this isn't right. So that was a little upsetting for me because that's not really the quality that you expect from Peter Jackson. But at the same time, I mean, they did a beautiful job with a lot of this stuff. There's some stuff in the trailer that I can point out that I can talk about, like the dragon,
right? Beautiful
dragon, great voice actor. You can't even tell it's him.
Yeah, I hear he's like huge. He's just fucking massive.
Yeah, it was awesome. And actually, they did some very close bookwork with that I was very happy about. Cool. But my issues with it are more based off the fact that, like, you know, Radagast being there. And he was in the trailers and he was in the first movie. Him being there posed a problem for me just because he didn't give a shit. Like he wanted to get as far away from this as possible because he did not care. And so it's cool on the one hand because I never got to see this character fleshed out, but on the other hand, Tolkien didn't, like, so this is all made up basically. Like this whole character is basically like the two things we know about this guy, which is that he was reclusive and he liked animals, and that's what they ran with. And so it's cool, but it's also kind of shitty. And it kind of felt the same way about the necromancer in the first movie when Gandalf runs into the necromancer, because it kind of makes you feel like, well, what did Gandalf do for 35 years then? Like it makes it seem like he knew all along when he didn't. Like, and it's obvious in the Lord of the Rings and in the books of the Lord of the Rings that they had no idea this was happening. Gandalf had a feeling that a lot of this stuff was coming up, and so he was investigating, and he was going around Middle-earth, you know, trying to incite people to battle and rebellion and all that kind of stuff. But this kind of makes it look like he was sitting on his thumbs doing nothing for 30 years, and that's upsetting to me because Gandalf was a pretty cool guy. Like, he was a pretty powerful bro. So I don't know, it's kind of sad, but.
Well, to be fair, he did take that 30-year hiatus to, you know, film the X-Men movie, so.
Yeah, that's probably what he was doing at the time. I mean, what are you going to do? But I don't know. I feel like they could have really kind of put more into, you know, I mean, like Legolas was in the trailer, and I'm like, you know, Legolas was in Gondolin. They could have built into that. There's a lot of different areas in Middle-earth they could have built into, like the history of, you know, Gandalf and Saruman, where they came from and all that stuff, instead of spending half an hour in Hobbiton in the first movie. Like, that's just my opinion. I like the movies because I like going back to Middle-earth. It's a beautiful area, and they do a lot of beautiful work and a lot of good stuff. And there were parts of it that I thought were fantastic. There were a couple parts I thought were really smart that I was really happy they added. But, you know, just don't see it as a movie based on a book. Just see it as a movie, and you'll enjoy it.
Did you like it better than the first movie?
I would say no, just because I liked Hobbiton a lot, and I felt like more happened in the first movie, believe it or not.
Interesting.
But I also thought the quality of the first movie was better in general. Like, the production quality was superior.
The way that they ended it, does it make you excited for the next movie?
Not really.
Wow.
But I already read the book, so I already know what happens.
I know, but like...
Everybody said it was very abrupt. That was the reaction that I got. Everybody said, oh, it's so abrupt. And I was just like, you know,
So you would have ended it a different way?
Well, you would have just left it at
I think
two
it was
movies.
I think it was a fine place to end it. I think they were trying to make a cliffhanger, so I understand why they did it, and I think that's fine. I don't have any problem with it. But I think what they did is the end.
Oh, did you
the
see
end
the
was
second one?
of course.
the end of the Hobbit was fantastic. They did some really great work.
The first one.
And the second one, right in the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
Fantastic. So I think that's why they decided to end it there, because they were like, wow, we just did our best work. Let's just stop and call it a day. That way you leave with that in your head of like, wow. Because the rest of the movie was not wow.
I'm pumped for the next one when it comes out.
The rest of the movie was kind of like,
That was like my sister. We went to go see the original Lord of the Rings when it came into theaters, and my sister did not want to see it. She was like, I don't care. This is stupid, yada, yada, yada. We sit down in the theater, watch it, and then when it ends, she's like, that's it? And my dad's like, there's 2 more books. She's like, what? Like, she got like, and then she was like hooked just from that. So.
That was me too.
That was the first thing about the Lord of the Rings. Like I never read the books. And I went like fucking opening day, like midnight or whatever the fuck it was, and I got pissed when it ended. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" I literally like yelled out. And this happens to me because like Harry Potter, never read the books, but the first part of the last one, the way it ended, I got pissed.
Yeah,
and
I can see that.
Like same with Hunger Games. Like I get so visually, and because I'm a total visual person, I just get so into these realms and these movies and these stories. Even the Hunger Games, I'm just like, what?
So imagine if you were reading the books though, like with Harry Potter. Like say I grew up with these books. I'd wait 2 fucking years, and I was just like, what happens? Like what?
Now, a question about the Hunger
horrible.
Games. They're splitting the last movie up into 2 movies. I guess that's the thing to do now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think it's necessary to do that. But whatever. They're gonna get my money because I'm sure as hell gonna go see them.
I think what I want to do is I want to know if I ever became a director, I'm just gonna piss people off and be like, oh, so and so is doing this franchise, and then you're gonna do like when it's the first movie, but it's part 1. And I was gonna be like, wait, what? So I'll be doing the new Spider-Man in like 2050, and right when he gets bitten by the spider, the movie ends, and I was like, what? Yeah, so it's part 2 now.
A lot of the best
movie's only like an hour at that.
But they did. I mean, were drawn out years between. I mean, Star Wars is the best example. They did a lot of really good production work, and even like Lord of the Rings. And this is why, like, I can't help but compare The Hobbit to Lord of the Rings, because the Lord of the Rings had a lot of love in it, and you could tell it was tangible, and that's why people loved it so much. It looked better than any other movie that was out there, and it still holds up.
But Star Wars, like, they wrapped up like each episode. Like, you left, you were like, cool.
It was like Vampire Diaries. Like they kind of like gave you a summary, and you were like, I get this is a standalone
but
story.
Vampire Diaries does it too. Well, they'll wrap it up, and then they'll give you a little tiny fucking teaser, and you're just like, what?
But that was like how the last season ended. Like when she.
I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say that.
Like, okay, well this happened, but what now?
Sometimes they do it on episodes, but they do it always on the fucking season finale.
They'll wrap it though. Like they'll tell you they didn't leave a cliffhanger on what happened to her. For example, like what happened to Elena. They told you like this happened to Elena, so you know that it's over, but how does she deal with it is the question of the next season. Okay. You know what I mean? Like they that's why I like that show so much. They wrap it up so that you know what happened in the actual storyline, but how those characters cope with that situation is drawn out. And so that's where it gets interesting, because you didn't know like, oh, something gonna happen with Damon, like it gets all exciting.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying about Star Wars. They were standalone.
Not really though, because if you look at Empire Strikes Back, that was actually the first film I remember my parents actually saw it in theaters, and when it ended they were like, what? They're ending it like that? Because that ended with, Han Solo frozen in carbonite.
That's true.
You find out Luke Skywalker's dad is Darth Vader. Sorry, spoilers. And then it's all like, and then it ends, and you're like, what? And so then they had to wait like how many years until the next one came out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right.
So, and then we waited 15 years, and the next one sucked. So that was heartbreaking.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to the next ones, and I really hope they bring in somebody like, they need a fresh person, like a new director who hasn't really done too much lately. I think they should really go with George Lucas.
Well, I can't remember
who.
I'm kind of happy that Disney.
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams.
Kind of happy that Disney's behind.
You know what? Disney is doing very well with the Marvel series. And most of the time, Disney's like, here's the money. We're just going to produce it. Just put our names on it. You guys do what you need to do. Like, that's what they're really doing.
Disney's kind of like Apple in that respect. Like, they don't really put anything bad out. Everything they have, like, works. And so I trust them not to pull a Lucas.
Well, no, they're not really like tampering with anything, and they look at it more of a marketing thing, going like, well, not only do we have the Marvel, but now we can start doing these cartoon shows, like the Marvel series, and we can gear these ones towards kids, and then we can make the marketing of the thing. And I'm pretty sure they're going to start doing that with the Star Wars soon. So
they produce things with staying value because they know that they can actually cash in on them longer if people enjoy them.
Yeah.
Rather than just like box office money, you can actually market for decades if you keep it perpetually going. Like Doctor Who got resurrected, and they are now living off 50 years of marketing for that.
Now what happens if Disney bought Doctor Who?
I would be pissed because Americans fuck up everything English.
That one's
the next Doctor. Hi kids. We're gonna time travel.
Turns into a fucking cartoon.
They would probably cast Hugh Laurie as an American to play the.
Dude, I would actually get behind that though.
That would be hilarious.
I would get behind that.
That was one of my favorite things I heard.
Hugh Laurie as the Doctor, I would totally get behind that. As long as he still plays the Doctor from House.
I was already a fucking doctor.
He plays such a great English dandy, though. Yeah. If you haven't seen him in Blackadder or Jeeves and Wooster, I recommend it because if you're a House fan, it's hilarious to go back and see some of the stuff he did in his formative years with Stephen Fry. The two of them are just hilarious together. They're great.
But I think so. What would you rate the movie?
I'd give it 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5?
Because of the Middle Earth, because of my personal attachment to it. Yeah. If I was a regular moviegoer, I'd probably give it a 3.
Okay.
Well, I'm definitely going to be seeing it here in I would say the next few days.
Yeah, I think so. Me too as well.
Bring some snacks. It's a long
I'm going to get some popcorn.
Have you ever had one of those pretzels they sell there? They're magical. The pretzel with garlic on it and dip it in nacho cheese.
You're talking Harkins. You're a total Harkins girl.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Harkins is the best.
I mean, she's a Harkins girl in her Harkins world.
3 words: popped corn seasoning.
Yeah, AMC
Harkins
has
rocks.
it too, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah, see, that's bullshit.
Well, just bring your own.
I gotta pay for that, man. That was $3.29 at Fry's.
Was it $3.29 or was it the stuff that you accidentally took from?
Oh well, I bought it for him in the first place, so it's mine. I was telling him I bought these for my ex last Christmas, and then when we moved out, I had to rush move, and there was 10 of us packing and throwing everything into it. So I ended up with some of his stuff, and that was some. And I was like, I paid for it anyway.
There you go.
Okay, well, I think we're going to wrap up the show tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming out, especially our unofficial intern, Sammy, for joining us tonight.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Sammy.
Of course.
Oh, we didn't get to that one segment. That's okay.
What segment?
Dating advice from Sammy.
Oh, you know what? The show can still go for a little. You know what? Before we close out the show, let's do dating advice from Sammy.
I can't get a date.
And there you have it.
I hate you. I want to go cry now and eat pizza and watch Star Trek.
That's fine. Have fun.
Of course, you can find us on sociallyawkwardstudios.com, foureyedradio.com. We're on the Spreaker, the iTunes, the Stitcher, the Zoom Marketplace, the BlackBerry Podcast Dictionary, the Miro Guide, Double Twist, YouTube, Swell Radio, and SoundCloud. Did I fuck something up again?
Directory, dude. You always say dictionary.
Dictionary, whatever.
Where can they find you on Twitter?
They can find me on Twitter at Stephen Mooney Jr. They can also find us
on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Same thing. I think it's Stephen Mooney Jr. as well. You can follow me on Instagram. We should be plugging
probably pictures of Toby.
Sometimes.
Well, and also my past relationship. So.
Yeah. Trip down memory lane.
Hi.
Don't you love how the internet keeps track of all that stuff?
Yeah, I love how the internet is. So Matt, where can we find you, Joey LaFord?
You can find me on Twitter at Matthew _Renfro. Yeah, Matthew _Renfro. I don't know. I don't tweet. I just my Instagram feeds into my Twitter, which feeds into my Instagram, my Facebook. So
it's all good.
Yeah, if you want to find me on Twitter, Matthew _Renfro. If not, find me on Instagram though at Matthew Renfro. That's mainly where I do all my business.
And I don't do social media.
No.
So don't worry about that.
But yeah, so don't forget to check out our Twitter handles, our websites, and sponsor, all that good stuff. And I guess the next show will be number 52. I can't believe we're already in the 50s. And that will be on December 27th. So we'll have one more show before the New Year's. I think our next week social actor question should be...
The question of the week is... What's your what?
What's your New Year's resolution?
I said that, but then last week Matt and Eric were like, "Hey Steve, why don't you go outside and fuck yourself?"
I think it's a good idea.
You
get some good responses.
I put what's your favorite memory of 2013?
Okay.
Oh, this year sucked.
Okay.
For Sammy. At least I can have a few good memories.
You're not going to be on the show.
My opinion matters.
Oh, well. You just answer it. If you want to do what's your New Year's resolution, you can do that. If you want to ask or answer what your favorite memory of 2013 is, you can do that too. Just, I don't know, we'll throw it up on the
we'll make sure to do
website.
that this week, actually. We apologize for no question this week. But I guess until the next time, kiddos, tap that sass. Matt, do you have something to add? You sure?
I was just to say, we're going to have Jeff and Steve from the 12-Day Podcast.
Oh, next week?
Yes.
Okay, so check us out next week with our guests, Jeff and Steve. So, we'll call on that now.
Bye.